Hey Ashley, how you doing? Okay, thank you very much for this written rationale describing your experience with the assignment. I think it's fantastic. When you give me your experience with the assignment, it helps me to understand how you're learning and what you're learning. And this is all good stuff here. I think everything here is making great sense. So thank you for including that. Let's jump over to the work. The edit is you're doing great. I mean, there's everything we're looking for is right here. Okay, image looks great. Background image looks great. The masked image looks fantastic. It almost looks like it's part of the background image. I had to do a double take. This is really done well. Type is handled well, placed nicely. Logo is handled well, placed nicely, as is this nice color variation you have down here. So that's fantastic. A couple of recommendations I have. First thing I want you to do, I want you to print this out. Take a look at the type. The type is enormous. It's really, really big. I think that the headline's okay, but the subhead is really large. You definitely want to reduce the size on that. Arial bold, Arial bold italic for subhead, and Arial regular on the body copy. So the next thing I would say is you got a lot of visual weight down here on the right-hand side of the composition. So we're going to counterbalance that. I'd like to see you left align the headline, left align um, the subhead, and then instead of placing this in a box, just give a paragraph, a little paragraph, left align. So you have left align right here. Line it with the tip of that logo right there. So you have Christmas in the Caribbean, roll out the beach towels, reduce that type size, and then format that into a paragraph and not this kind of center aligned, the center align type right here. Center align rarely works in typography, and the reason being is because it creates symmetry around the type, and that's not always the most interesting thing. It doesn't activate the negative space the way that the negative space is going to be activated once we left align this and then place that type in white right here in a paragraph, as opposed to trying to force it in that box. Right now, it separates. It's separating. It's advancing on the composition. It's not harmonious with the composition itself. Not as harmonious as it could be as if you were to just forget the box and incorporate the type right into the image. I think that would be fantastic. I think I think you'll agree once you see it. So try what I'm recommending here. I think you're gonna like it. Oh, and one thing I was gonna recommend is this. The type is really large. What I often recommend for students is to print out the ad. Print it out. Don't use color in your printer. You'll eat all your color ink. You don't want to do that. Print this out in grayscale and black and white, just so you can take a look at how big the type is. The type is really large, so you want to adjust that accordingly. Okay, so those are my recommendations. That's it. Great job. Fantastic job. Really, really good proficiency, especially in your image placement, image treatment, placement of type, placement of text, placement of logo, and the color you've used. So good job. Any questions at all, please let me know. Thanks.